Hello, this is Diecast Luna. I hope you're all doing well. As I mentioned previously in an earlier video, I said I might be back again today with a modern Matchbox unboxing. So we have got this very cool, and it just says Matchbox Volkswagen's set to be looking at. So, as I said before, I don't pick up as much mainline Hot Wheels and basic Matchbox or 5-packs or any of that anymore, because in my opinion, they've gone up dramatically, and I'm bored of trying to find stuff, to be perfectly honest. There's never anything really worth picking up anymore. I think a lot of us are getting this problem all over the world, where there's just a lot of, peg warmers, no new stuff. But anyway, I do on the odd occasion pick up some basic Matchbox or mainline Hot Wheels if I find something that I like, and I found something that I like, so I've got it. So anyway, this, if I put the camera a bit higher so we can actually see, I believe this came out, where's the copyright? So it says 23, so earlier on this year, but this is the first time that I've seen it. I've seen a few other channels have this. The cars that I was mainly interested in was these two, the Carbon Gear and the Type 2 Bay. I've got quite a few Golf, I believe that's a Mark 5 in my collection, not quite sure what that is, and not massively keen on that. I have did a custom one of these once, but anyway, we will get into it. So what I tend to do when I open these, so just bear with me, so I was trying to locate my scissors, is if you haven't got a lot of storage, is to so I learnt this from Tyrone at building the ultimate diecast car collection. You just chop through this little tab at the top, probably better with bigger scissors, not these dinky little silly things, but still, like that. Then you just pull this, and then you can push these in here, and it does work usually, but obviously there you go, and you can store it again if you don't have a lot of storage. But anyway, let's take a look at what we've got. So the first one should be a Volkswagen EV4, which is this, and not a lot to say about this. Like I said, not my cup of tea, not my thing, but I've said this before and I'll always say it, Matchbox do basic very well. They are known for doing basic very well, and this is very nicely done, as you can see. We get a bit extra zoom on because my camera is struggling with the lights. You can see the Volkswagen script very clearly. Nice tampoed lights, and obviously it's a plastic upper. Again, you can see legible, which is good to see. It is legible, not just a squiggle. And it has got an interior, but the windows are very, very dark, but it has got an interior. So, like I said, not my thing, but it is a cool looking piece nonetheless. So that is the first piece. So that is, what was it, the Volkswagen EV4. So that's the first piece. Second piece is going to be apparently a Volkswagen Golf GTI VR6, which is interesting. So I wasn't aware. I know they did a GTI in this shape. This is the Mark 5, and I know they did an R32 in this shape, as I've driven them. But the VR6, as far as I was aware of, was only continued up as far as about 1997, and then they did away with it. And then the R32, I'm trying to think now. No, stand corrected. They did do I don't think they called it a VR6. I think the Mark 4 Golf, they did a 2.8 V6. But the VR6, like I said, died out with the end of the Mark 3. When they got to Mark 4, they did an R32. They did do a 2.8 V6 Golf, but I can't remember if they called it the VR6. I don't think they did. But anyway, I'm just waffling on. I like the VR6. I've had many VR6s. They were an awesome car, but I don't remember them doing this as a VR6. I'm sure these were. So yeah, it just says here Golf and it's Mark 5 GTI. But like I said, I know they did a GTI and they do an R32. And the R32, for a really boy autoteer, so the R32 is a relation, a direct relation to the VR6. Obviously, it's honed out to a 3.2 and it has 24 valve, whereas the VR6 was a 2.8 and it was an 8 valve. 12 valve, sorry, 8 valve, 12 valve, it was a 12 valve. But anyway, it's cool. It is in what looks to be it's purple. It's a metallic purple, which is quite nice. I have a few of these in my collection now. These are, again, very nicely done. GTI on the back. So that's pretty cool. I do like the colour. The next piece is the 1962 Volkswagen Carmen gear. And this is, like I said, this is one of the reasons why I got this 5-pack, is I do like the Carmen gear. So there you go. Again, nicely done. Lights are nice and crystal clear. You can see them. The usual hubcapped wheels. And I do like these hubcapped wheels that Volkswagen, that Matchbox does. We can see the interior, oh, if you can. So it's very dark in there, but you can see it's got an interior. And there's the back. So it's a nice piece. And this is something that I would like at some point to do a wheel swap on and maybe give it some much better looking wheels. And I was going to say you could lower it, but it's actually quite in a lowered, it's not, I don't think it's meant to be in a lowered stance, but it has got quite a low stance to it. This, as far as I was aware, has got the same engine in this as a Beetle in the back. But these nowadays, especially the convertible version, these are very expensive cars in real life, the real versions. And you very rarely see them on the roads. There's one I see every now and again, not too far from where I live. Very low and quite battered actually. But like I said, they are quite a rare beast nowadays. So that is the Carmen gear. And it's funny because I've just bought a new car recently, or I've bought myself a project car, which I might show at some point. And funnily enough, it's not a Volkswagen, it's a Renault. It's a Renault convertible, but it's quite an old Renault convertible, and its body was made by Carmen, so it's actually got a Carmen body. But like I said, I might show that at a later date. So I have about 5 cars, real cars now, in my house. I've got quite a few cars. So I'm actually collecting diecast cars, and I'm seeming to collect real cars now. But anyway, this is another one, another reason why I wanted this particular 5-pack. So this is obviously the 1970 Volkswagen Type 2 bus, but we always call these a Type 2 bay, as it has like a bay front window rather than a split. And this is probably my favourite bus. I like the T2 probably the most. I like all of them, you know, T1, T2, T3 and up. But this is probably, if I had to be truthful, my favourite variation. So again, we get a bit extra zoom on. It is nicely done. You've got some plates, detail. You've got the Volkswagen script there. You've got the rear lights that are done nicely. And they did come. Not all of them came with chrome bumpers. They did sometimes come with white bumpers. There is the front. So again, nicely done. And I don't think this lifts like the original. At least I don't think so. I'm just looking to see if it does. I don't think it does. But this is obviously very similar, like a nod, because Matchbox did do an orange. I believe it was orange, and I believe they did a blue one back when I think they did it on the transitional superfast wheel, I believe. which again I don't have in the collection yet. They are quite expensive, but this is great. This is the next best thing. It is very much like its original counterpart. Like I said, I don't think this lifts up. No, it doesn't. But the original one, you could pop up the roof, and obviously we all know that the vintage, they also did a split screen with opening doors, which I do have, which is on the black plastic wheel, I believe, on the plain wheel variation. But anyway, I'm going off one a bit here, but yeah, very cool. I would have bought these. I mainly bought the 5-pack for the Carmen gear and the Type 2. The last piece is the Volkswagen, just says Beetle 4x4, which is alright, pretty cool. I think it says Park Patrol. But again, you're either a lover of these or you aren't. I've shown it many times before, so I didn't bother to pull it out, but I have done a custom version of these where I swapped out the wheels and painted the interior and give it a really nice coat, some tampos and, decals and stuff. And I liked it a lot better. This is just a bit plain, but it's pretty cool. Like I said, it's not too bad a casting. But anyway, let's put the cars out in sequence if I can remember how they went. Like that. So a pretty solid 5-pack. It's been the first one that I've wanted to buy in a while because, like I said, I'll give you an example. So not all that long ago, you could pick up Matchbox 5-packs from Tesco's for about $5.99, something like that. And now these are up around some shops. They're $12.99, some they're $11.99. I think I got this one for $9.99, I believe. But they've just gone up, and like I said, we don't seem to be getting the new waves over here a lot. We've been really struggling finding newer stuff, or like I said, if it's going on the shelves, it's flying off very, very quickly. Hence why I've been collecting more premium stuff of recent and picking up more vintage stuff, because I'm getting a little bit tired, like a lot of us, trying to find the basic stuff. But anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more modern unboxings, vintage diecast Monday episodes, and all good stuff like that. And I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for watching. Take care.